Hey there, everybody out in blog land. I decided it's about finally time that I got my blog up and running. I think a few of you raised eyebrows because you expected a blog probably my first week of moving out to Tennessee, but I honestly felt like this was the first time that I could really warrant starting a blog. This first month in Tennessee has been awesome. It's been a bunch of training and classroom work, and even got to do a little presentation on a watershed that was pretty intensive. It was really awesome though. But I feel like today was my first real day of working for the town of Farragut as their water quality assistant. So I said, well, if any day is going to be the day where I break the champagne bottle over the bow of this ship, let it be today. So, welcome to my blog. I decided to name it Storm Drain Superhero because today I spent a lot of time looking at storm drains and taking pictures of storm drains, and they seem to really encompass so much of what my job and my life is about right now. So it seemed like a really good title. So hopefully you find it as clever and hilarious as I do, but probably not. So to tell you a little bit about my job, I'm sure many of you already know, but I'm Town of Farragut's water quality assistant. As a sponsorship between the Community Action Committee of Knoxville and between AmeriCorps State National. You may notice that my shirt is a little different than NCCC. I have the nice little AmeriCorps Getting Things Done logo, but I'm particularly proud of the sleeve, which says AmeriCorps Tennessee, which I don't know why I find it particularly awesome, but I do. I wore the AmeriCorps NCCC, for almost a year, but just the fact that this one's specialized and it's in Tennessee and that's where I live and work and play, I just think that's really awesome. But I'm really enjoying the job so far. Today was really day number one, and it was all about GIS mapping of inlets for stormwater. So it was a matter of going around, starting on Kingston Pike, which is a major thoroughfare in Farragut, and taking pictures and satellite GPS coordination of the location of storm drains, which is really cool. And I made really good progress in a whole day. If this is a map of Farragut, gotta go do it backwards. All right, then this is the progress that I made. One green line among many, many, many different colored lines, but still, progress is progress, right? So I felt really good about it, and it's cool to be outside and working hard and sweating again. I think a lot of people, ask questions when I left something really cool like doing the Forest Service and working as a wildland firefighter for them, to doing this. And they were like, well, aren't you going to miss being outside all the time and that sense of adventure? But I gotta admit, doing this has almost been more of an adventure than doing the firefighter stuff for the Forest Service. I think partly because not being on a team and doing everything on my own, and having to put my own name out there and not having to rely on others to make sure that I get to work and to make sure that I'm doing things right, to really get to depend on myself. Yeah, you can see a squirrel back there. Hey, squirrel. A lot of nature in my backyard. I'm very proud of it. But this job's been nothing but exciting, and I couldn't be happier with it. So this is the introduction to my blog. Told you a little bit about my GIS mapping, and I'll be doing more of that this week, so maybe I'll fill you in on it. And later I'll also post my windshield survey of First Creek that I did as sort of my little thesis project with some of the water quality team. So I'll show you that later. But there'll be more updates to come, so stay tuned, and I plan on keeping up with this one pretty well, so stick with me. Have a good one.